Hi, if you're new here, I'm Nilanda, a 30-something from the smallest US state, Rhode Island, and I just moved to Tokyo, Japan, one of the biggest cities in the world, because I've always wanted to try and live abroad. And this is me figuring out life as it happens.
Hello and happy Sunday. Welcome back to the vlog. We are headed to the supermarket to do some errands, get some groceries, because I have to go back to work tomorrow. So even though I've been in Japan for like 2 weeks now, it feels like no time at all has passed. I can't believe I already have to log back into work. What? I spent this morning building more furniture, but now I really need to do regular people things like go grocery shopping and have my Sunday reset. So I'm prepared for tomorrow to log in and whatnot. Literally back at Daiso for the millionth time. So I wrote a list of all the things I need from Daiso, kind of like those house stuff, as well as the groceries I want to buy. But guess what? Your girl forgot the list at my apartment. So we're hoping that the act of writing those things down is going to help me remember what they were. We'll see. I need these little curtain hook things, mainly because the ones I already have, I broke a couple, so we need to get some version of these. Okay, I think I've gotten all the stuff that I can remember that is actually here. I purchased everything from Daiso, and it's all in my backpack. I'm a little worried about my bowls that I bought, but I think we'll be okay. Now we are at the grocery store, so let's grab my groceries and head right back home so we can actually get to cooking, cleaning, and just preparing myself for the week ahead. Here we go. Put these apples. Some of the fruit here is definitely very expensive, like they say, where it's I don't know, $20 for some grapes. We ain't doing that. So apples, which are more affordable, will have to speak. A very beautiful melon, but for that much money, no thank you. My dream, look at all these mushrooms. What kind do I want? So many options. I love that. Okay, I don't know why this little mini cup noodle has me this is so cute. It's so tiny. Just want a little taste. Okay, I think I'm ready to pack up and head home, but I know this bag's gonna be heavy, for sure, but that's okay. I'm working on my muscles. I'm sweating for sure. That little hike back from the grocery store in the humidity definitely got me, a little drippy here. I have no counter space really, so I couldn't even just bring my groceries and drop them on the counter. But when I have a coffee table of some sort, at least I'll be able to use that surface to put my things down at. So my backpack is my Daiso bag. And what I got from Daiso, we have this little cup to put in my bathroom so I can put my my toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff in it. Some Ziploc bags for things that I can freeze. We bought some Tupperware. I really need Tupperware because I have nowhere else to put anything besides the dishes that I'm eating out of. So I bought a couple of them. And it'll be good for again, helping with meal prep and stuff. So I bought 4 different ones. I personally usually like the ones with the locks on each side too. I got 2 of this size here. I got one that's a bit deeper. And this one actually has the little a little strainer on the bottom too for I don't know, fruit and things that are oily, I guess. And I have a little small one for, I don't know, smaller items. I bought some plastic cups. I don't have any cups in my apartment right now. I've been drinking water right out of the bottle, so I haven't really needed cups, but I wanted to have Oreos and milk one day and I didn't have a cup, so I literally used a bowl. I was worried, but these made it. I got a couple of bowls, bigger bowls. For what I'm used to, having a pho bowl or a ramen bowl would probably be bigger than this, but I think this is a decent size for, soups and stuff. And then some other little house stuff. I got the curtain hooks that I needed, so I want to change the ones on my curtains soon, mainly because I've broken a few or lost a few or something. I'm not really sure, but basically the curtain kind of sags in different places, so I need to replace them. And I brought some paper, string, twine stuff, and basically I need to use this to tie up all of my cardboard and get rid of it. And then a couple of fun things for me. I got this file folder thing that I think I can put some of the paperwork I get from school in. And then I got this little notebook that has grid lines. I figure I can practice writing my Japanese and stuff in it. And then I got some post-it notes and they match. How fun. The stationery stuff will just get me, man. And I don't even use stationery a ton like that, but it just sucks you in. And now onto my groceries. It was probably like $60 or something. I mean, 65 maybe American US dollars or something. And I'm like, I don't know if this was a good deal or not. But also, I'm buying some staples that I don't plan on having to buy again. But also, I didn't have my list with me either. So I wasn't really sure what I needed. And then, you just get distracted. So I just started putting some stuff in my cart. Anyway, I bought some water. I do want to get a filter for my faucet because then I can just use the faucet water, I think. But for now, just some bottled water. I have some green onions. I can't live without green onions. I need green onions in like everything. I got some yogurts. These are strawberry yogurts that I'm going to try. This is the Oikos one. I like Oikos in general, but I actually typically only eat the vanilla kind. So we'll try the strawberry and then we'll try this one too. I got some little zucchinis. Like, look how little they are. Like, literally everything. I'm like surprised because everything is like little. Like, there was that mini cup noodle I showed you. There was like a little baby mini bottle of Kewpie mayo. And I'm like, what are we doing? I've been buying the prepackaged rice lately and I just wanted to like stop doing that. So I bought some real rice so I can make that. I do not have a rice cooker, but I will just have to make it in a pot. Then I got this, which is like things you can like add into your rice, so it kind of makes like a mixed rice with a whole bunch of different grains and stuff. And I think it's supposed to be like healthier, so we will try that out. I got some instant coffee. This is Key Coffee, and I actually don't even have a kettle, so I may need to be a little creative with it and just like boil some water in a pot and then make some instant coffee. I bought some oyster sauce because the way I be cooking, I need oyster sauce. And I got some miso as well. I figured we can do some like miso soups in the morning or even like a miso butter, something. I got 3 types of like protein. I have pork here, I have chicken breast, and I have some fish as well. The apples were relatively affordable, like not crazy expensive or anything, so apples it is. And I got some mushrooms. I love mushrooms in general, but I got these oyster mushrooms for this week. And I got some little baby bok choy. I bought some more almond milk. I can have it with my coffee and with my cereal that I have as well. And I bought more eggs. I eat eggs a lot, so had to have more eggs. And I actually got this little eel set too. So this was about 850 yen. But I don't know if this will be my meal tonight or if this will be my meal tomorrow. I'm not sure, but it looked very good and I could not resist. And I haven't had eel yet since I've been here, so need to have some eel. Yes, that is my grocery haul. Give all of my Tupperware a little wipe down so I can put it away in the cupboard. See how my curtains have this like weird sag? That's because they need a clip to put into the hook up here. So that is what we are using these from Daiso for. Okay, much better, so they don't really sag as much up top. They kind of drag on the floor a little bit more than I would have wanted, but that's okay. So I checked all the things I bought based off the list I had made earlier that I forgot to take with me. I did pretty well. There's only a couple things that I forgot, but they were like nice to have, not really need. The only thing I actually forgot is sugar, and I was right in the aisle too, and I don't know, my mind, I got sidetracked and completely forgot. So I may need to stop at like a convenience store or something to try and get some sugar because I will probably need it for my coffee. I finally got the string so I can tie up my boxes, and my pile of cardboard has been growing exponentially this week because of all the things I've like built and whatnot. One stack here. Look how uncluttered my like living area is. And here's where all the trash is. These 4 bags are my like plastic recycling, and there's like the styrofoam from the boxes. Then my stack of boxes there. I'm gonna go take it to the garbage room, and then I'm gonna take a little walk, maybe hit up the combini just to grab some sugar or something. Good morning and happy Monday. It's just about 9 a.m. I'm ready to like clock in for a few hours. I have a quick little bowl of cereal here to eat. I think I'm just gonna keep it easy today, bowl of cereal and maybe one of those yogurts that I bought yesterday. I think I have to learn the ratio because I definitely think that it needs more coffee flavor. So yesterday I bought plastic cups, but I forgot that I would probably drink a hot coffee, and I would typically drink it out of like, a ceramic mug or something, but I did not get any of those. So the plastic cup is just gonna be what it is for now. So I have my like work computer here and I have my monitor here. So I've just connected them both so I can have like, 2 monitors. There's just a lot of cords happening because I have a bunch of like external hub port things for my laptop so I can connect it to my monitor. My monitor came with a display port cable, but my external like hub thing only has a HDMI cable.
Let me log in. Let me finish my bowl of cereal first because I can feel it getting soggy and I don't like that. I just logged on and it's like overwhelming to say the least. Today, I'm just trying to figure out kind of where we're at, trying kind of, again, catching up with emails, what's been going on, but also checking to see what progress has been made with some of my projects that I had kind of still in flux when I was out of office. I'll only be able to be on for a few hours right now before I go to class, and then after class, I'll have dinner and then log back on. So what's good about me being on right now is that I have some time that I know I'm not gonna get like distracted by people pinging me and whatnot because I am working during like nighttime over in the East Coast. So therefore there shouldn't really be people on though. So I think it is a good time for me to just to like hopefully take a few hours to catch up and also again, put myself in the mental space of working again. Cause I'm like, how the is it time for me to work already? You know, especially when I'm like, oh my God, I gotta study. Oh my God, I gotta like figure out a million different things. But this is life, man. I've been saying this a lot when it comes to, you know, being able to be here in Tokyo and to take on this like experience and opportunity is that I gotta count my blessings where they are. I think that sometimes work has been really stressful and kind of just like overwhelming a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm very lucky and blessed that I'm able to work freelance and that I'm able to, you know, work while I am overseas. I think realistically, if I was not able to keep this gig, I would be really stressed out just about like financials and stuff. Granted, I have like savings and things I had planned for, but I think that I'll be able to definitely like live my life more close to the way I truly want to do things versus like having to be extremely frugal. But yeah, and I think that again, I have a wonderful team. My supervisor is amazing. So again, counting the blessings where they are. I think that because I'm able to work this freelance gig while remote across the world, I'm also able to make US income. Even though I'm working less hours per the student visa parameter, I still think I'll be making a decent amount of money for, you know, living expenses and whatnot. All right, guys, enough of my procrastination. I really gotta like lock in and start twerking. Okay, fam, it's about 12 noon. I did house a little bit of lunch. What's nice, I guess, about living in a tiny little apartment is that when I want to go to the kitchen, you know, cook something, get something real ready, like put the salmon in my convection oven, it's like 2 feet that way. So very easy to do something real quick and then come back to my desk. I would say I'm done for my morning shift. I'll be back later tonight to work my night shift, I guess. The thing about working at night is that I'll be able to cross paths with East Coast time for a couple hours. So that'll be nice to message any of my coworkers and stuff at that time. I'm gonna spend the next hour or so reviewing my Japanese homework and kind of just going over some more of my like phrases and stuff. Also, I realized in me trying to open a bank account, I may have submitted a couple things wrong. So I'm gonna try to redo that too. Some of these very basic things like, I don't know, getting my deliveries, opening a bank account, etc. have just been things that make me want to tear my hair out. But it's okay, we will get through. And as soon as everything is settled and everything is like, you know, figured out in terms of like making sure that I have automatic payments set up for like my rent, my utilities, etc., I'm sure things will be much better. But like in the moments, I'm just like, what the
みさんはケーキを食べますか? In my like homework, I have to like, you know, write the answers. But the problem is I haven't really practiced writing Japanese like characters. So I feel like it looks horrendous every time and I'm not sure if I'm like doing it right. I still haven't memorized all of katakana yet, so it's hard for me to read some of the words because I literally don't know what it says. Good morning, fam. It is Tuesday morning and we're trying something a little different. Yesterday was a very long day. After I worked, studied a bit, went to class, I came home, chilled for a minute, made myself some dinner. I still have a big sink full of dirty dishes, and then worked some more. And then by the time I like took a shower and like washed up and wind down to bed, it was like 2 a.m. So we're taking it a little bit easier this morning. One of the things that'll really help me get back like into a good routine is going back to the gym. I haven't even gotten to the gym I want to try because it's like a community gym type, so it's really cheap, but it is a bit of a trek for me. Like the train wasn't too bad, but it's the actual like physically walking there and I'm sweating already. So let's just say my cardio is probably done for the day. It's not even 10 o'clock and it's like I'm already sweating. The sun is hot, but that is summer in Japan, I guess. It's kind of small and there were a lot of people, so I just didn't want to like film people, you know, but for it only costing me 400 yen for 2 hours, not bad. Like they have machines and they do have some free weights. Like maybe not if you're a big bodybuilder, but for someone like me, pretty decent. Maybe in the fall it would be better because it wouldn't be so like hot and sweaty to get here. Actually, like the walk from the station would be a nice stroll. So if I can get over that, then I would definitely come here more often. Wow, I look bald. Fam, I'm literally sweating. I need to take a shower real quick. You know, I feel like I'm in a very like normal gym workout outfit, like at home, but I definitely noticed it is not the norm here. The way most people are dressed, you really wouldn't be able to tell that it's like this hot and this humid, aside from the fact that everyone has their like UV umbrellas and like some people are actually like covered up from the UV rays. I guess I'm a little like self-conscious now where I'm like, should I be wearing different types of clothes to the gym? But like, fam, this is what I own, and B, is hot. So I don't know, maybe I'll wear like a sweatshirt over it next time or something, but it's hot. So I don't know. Good morning, fam. It is Wednesday. We are locking back in. We've been doing a lot of like locking in today. I don't know, I will say this week has definitely been a little long, but I am, you know, workshopping. I'm trying to figure out what a good like schedule will be in order for me to like make my work hours as well as go to school, find some time to study, work on like content related stuff, as well as, you know, like explore and enjoy my time in Tokyo. For me, I definitely feel like my experience will be different than people who are like not working or working like very part-time. I personally will need to work while I'm here because I do not think I can like live off my savings. And also like the money's the motivation, babe. Like I need to work at the maximum hours so I can, you know, collect the bigger paycheck. And then the other thing too is that I do think in some ways I am taking on more like work than I would have at home, mainly because I'm in school for 20 hours. I'm in work for just under 30 hours. That's already 50 hours of like my time. Plus, if you want to talk about the commute to school, as well as like the fact that some of my work is gonna be at like late night stuff, which, you know, just feels different than doing a regular like morning 9 to 5, you know, daytime work. And then taking into account that I have to like actually study Japanese too. So that's already like 60 hours of my week taken up with work and school, trying to film and edit and like post content. And if I want to do a stream, and if I want to actually like explore and do stuff too. So like, girl, starting to rethink like what is my schedule gonna be like, or what is my like, you know, what are my days gonna look like? So I don't know. But anyway, that's what this week is. It's a lot of like kind of workshopping things, trying to see what works, what doesn't. So it's about 9:30 right now. I've logged into work and I am trying to catch up on the things I like missed from Tuesday East Coast work. So I have my desk here, but I feel like it still just needs to be organized. I feel like discombobulated with all like the stuff I have here. You know, I feel like there's just never enough space, man. This is why when I go to a cafe, my ideal situation is I have myself has a 4-person table just for me. And I have my seat and at least 1, sometimes 2 additional seats for me to put my stuff on, okay? I like a lot of space. Obviously, I had to compromise with how big my desk could be in this space because, you know, my apartment's small. What my like, and yeah, this is where I mean, where even this week I'm trying to workshop how I want things to go. For example, like I'm using my one monitor for my regular PC stuff, but as well also as my secondary monitor for my work computer. And yeah, and I also think that I need to like rearrange it because my tower is over on my left side, but I think I prefer it on my right side, which will be better for all my cords, all my personal cords coming this way, and I think my work cords coming the other way. I think. Remember how I don't have any cups? This is my hot coffee, or it's cold now, but it did completely melt the bottom of my cup. That's okay. I'll probably use this cup to put some pens and pencils in, to be honest, to put on my desk, because everything is just everywhere. So that's how I will be using this cup for a bit. All right, fam, let me take my little rollers out, see if my hair has any floof to it. It doesn't, okay. There's not enough. That's not enough floof for me, but anyway, we'll try to style it really quickly. It's about 11:45. I have logged on for much longer than I wanted to, but part of it was like technological issues. I don't know why my computer just doesn't want to read my external keyboard, but so that was just frustrating trying to figure out. Didn't get to figure it out, but I probably need some like admin permissions or something. Been working on the yogurt for like 2 hours now. I originally wanted to try and edit some TikTok stuff as well as study before I go to class, and actually stuff to do my homework too. So I'm gonna see if I can go to a cafe that's like sort of close-ish by, whether it's to me or the school or whatever on my way. I don't know yet. I would like to just like get out of my apartment a bit, you know? So we are logging off of work for the morning. We'll be back on later tonight though. I reevaluated. I do not have time to go to a cafe before class because I'm also starving because I had that yogurt and half a cup of coffee for breakfast. So warm some food up so I have some sustenance inside my body before I go to class. I just have a little bit of homework to do. I would like to practice some more writing and just review some of the like phrases and stuff we learned yesterday. And I have like maybe 45 minutes to do that before I gotta go. So let's see. Q-Sen. Q is spelled Q. Roku. No. Ropyaku. Ropyaku is 600. So Ichiman Rokusen. 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 Okay, did something. So just having some bread and butter and an iced coffee. Again, this is like a hot coffee that I made iced, so it's not the best. Also, my measurements are off because I also like mix it up in a bowl too. So this measurements don't seem right. So workshopping. And then I'm gonna try this yogurt today too. I just sometimes don't like the type of fruit that's in the yogurt. I don't know if I don't like it because it's like sat in there. I had one that was like jelly in it. So basically you just like mix the jelly in the yogurt and I didn't like that either. So I'm trying different types of yogurt to see what I like. Hello. I spent the morning streaming a little bit. I finished setting up my like webcam and I put my mic up on my desk too. So we did a quick little stream just to say hello and test things out again. And I think we might be back, baby. I still want to move a couple of things of where my computer is set up, like just rearranging some stuff. So I'll have to kind of like unplug, replug things in a bit. But I'm happy that I did stream a little bit this morning, even if it was kind of like just a chatty nothing burger, to be honest. It was really relatively short, but it definitely just like felt good to be streaming again. And then I logged into work and I'm pretty much done for this week. I'm going to log in for maybe a couple hours on Sunday or something just to see what happened on like the East Coast Friday, if anything like moved or there were any issues or whatever. So now I'm just working on some homework. I have a little bit of time, maybe like 20-ish minutes or so to kind of finish up some homework and review. I don't think this week went exactly the way I had hoped. I will say a win for this week is that today I did wake up at a decent time. I realize I do really need to utilize my like sleeping mask too because the sun does rise early here. I do have my curtains up, which is good, but they're not fully blackout curtains, so it doesn't lock the sun out completely. I'm excited because the weekend's upon us, but I do have a 3-day weekend. I just don't know how I want to spend it yet. Part of me is like I should use some of that time to finish up with my apartment. Like I can maybe just get a rug because I've been trying to do that for a while. Like I do want a yoga mat so I can at least do some good stretches and stuff in the morning while I'm here. But I'm also like I need to like really study. I'm like I need to edit a video. I want to figure out other like content stuff and have a content plan. I need to finish. I need to re-look into like my finances and stuff and whatnot. I don't know. So I definitely need some more time to figure out how I want to spend my weekend. But I'm definitely happy that the like work school week is over. This week has definitely been a lot trying to balance some school stuff and work stuff and also still trying to figure out some, apartment things. Like just getting deliveries kind of sucks, to be honest. Like I thought I was going to get a delivery yesterday, but I had to reschedule it to get it delivered when I'm home. So that'll be tonight. But then also just, figuring out some finances and stuff like that too. But overall, I am feeling pretty optimistic for next week. I am hoping that next week will be better. I'm hoping that I can catch up on some things this weekend too. I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel to keep up with me while I make my way in Tokyo. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!